Once upon a time, there was a bhakt named Ajamil. Ajamil was a true devotee. He only did good for the world, for the people around him. You might have heard this story before of Ajamil in Bhagavad Katha, in Bhagavad Mahapuran. But there's a small secret inside that we don't know. And I want to reveal that secret tonight, or this morning. So I used to do programs at night. So, Ajamil falls in love with the wrong person, leaving his own family and goes for this woman. Her business was impure and he got attracted to that and she took him away from spirituality. Ajamil left everyone and started feeding this person. He started stealing. He started cunning people and taking their money and not giving it back to them. He manipulated people for his personal gain. His base business, every single thing he did was to him and he did not care about. He was a stone cold liar at this point. All these things might pertain to human nature today as well. Lying, stealing, taking something from somebody that does not belong to you. Territorializing a place which does not belong to you, where sharing is not a thing anymore. It is me, my, only me, I don't care about you kind of personality. Ajamil became that person. I'm simplifying it in today's language. One time a saint, a Satguru, was walking around in the same area where Ajamil lives. And they used to know him as Bhakt Ajamil, but once Ajamil sidetracked and became a person who people did not like anymore because he was doing impure acts. That Guru asked some few people and said, hey, is there a Bhakt, a devotee's place around here? A true Bhakt's place. It was all a game, but lesson needed to be learned. So few people jokingly said, oh yeah, there's, around that corner, there's a guy named Bhakt Ajamil. You want to go to his house? Knowing that he is not in the consideration of Bhakt anymore, but people wanted to play a game. And here we start with this game. Now, knocks on the door. Ajamil's wife opened the door. And he said to her, does Bhakt Ajamil live here? And she started tearing. That a guru came and called my husband, who I took away from everything to fulfill my own desire. Just the word transformed her life. That a guru called my husband Bhakt after so long, where I have taken him away from Bhakti. She changed. And then she told him who she is. And the guru said, it's okay, I'm going to go ahead and head out. She grabbed 2 sheets, one dirty and one clean, and ran behind the Guru. He says, wait, Gurudev, I have a question to ask you. If I am impure, I have a question to ask you. If I am dirty, I still have a question to ask you. Guru says, ask. She says, out of these 2 sheets, one's dirty and one is clean. Which one should get washed? Which one should get cleansed? Guru smiled, knowing what she was going with this. He's like, the dirty one should go to the laundromat. Clean one doesn't need to. He said, so why should I go to someone else? If I was clean, I don't need to go anywhere. Because I am dirty, I am coming to you. And if you abandon me, who is going to take care of me? Who is going to take care of us? Guru is merciful. Guru is devotion, ocean of love. He goes to her house, eats food, and he says, your seva towards me and your purity in mind now, because remember, Guru live in the moment. He's not depressed or he's not anxious. He's not depressed living in the past. He's not anxious, anxiety for living in the future. Guru lives in the moment. He saw purity in her today and he blessed her. That's what Guru does. And we dig the dirt like no other day when we fight. He says, name your child Narayan. And make your husband say Narayan's name at the time of death. He will attain moksha. Few years, almost 88 to be exact, falls through. And now it's time for Ajamil to pass away. Yamdut see that Ajamil has not done anything good his whole life. So Yamdut were ready to attack. And all these dudes are trying to pull the soul out of his toes and just try to pull the soul out in so many ways, just turn the soul, and it hurts. It is written in our scripture, he says, Mrityu ke samay pida hod apar jaise ek hajar bichu dank maar ek saar. At the time of death, when the soul is being pulled out of an impure person, it stinging of Scorpios, 1,000 Scorpios stinging you, biting you, or whatever they do, 1,000 times at the same time, thousands of at the same time. That's how much it hurt. So Ajamil was crying, and he looks at his son and he says, Narayan. And the moment he says Narayan, Vishnu dudes realized that someone just called Narayan's name, and they were waiting eagerly for Ajamil to say Narayan. And the moment Ajamil said Narayan, they came and they told him, no, he belongs to us. He says he has done bad his whole life, and he said Narayan now, and now you're going to take him. That's all it takes. He said that's not the reason. The shlok that pertains to this situation, he says, Teen lok navkhand mein guru se bada na koi, karta kare na kar sake, guru kare so hoye. Teen lok navkhand mein, all the three lokas, navkhand, 9 khands. Guru se bada na koi, no one is bigger than Guru. That's in the way, that's in the scriptures. Karta kare na kar sake. God himself, the light form of God, karta kare na kar sake, that ultimate form, even if he tries, he cannot do it. But Guru kare so hoye. But if a Guru says it, it will happen. So dudes explain, and that is the biggest secret, when dudes explain that it is not him saying Narayan, but he has a blessing from a Guru that at the time of death, he gave the blessing to the wife, that at the time of death, when he says Narayan, Vishnu dudes will come and take him. So it's not about him saying Narayan at the time of death, brothers and sisters. It was the fact that he followed that one command that Guru gave him. That's why I said yesterday, one command, if you follow one command of a Guru, your life transforms into something beautiful. But that one command is the hardest, and that's it, to fix yourself, to fix your internal self, understand who you are and where you need to be. And that is what Ajamil's story, which I concluded fast, but you get the meaning behind it. Krishna Vande Jagat Guru. It's also said, Ram and Krishna, they go bade, who is bigger than Ram and Krishna? Tin bhi Guru ki, they also went to a Guru. If your God went to a Guru, where is your ego holding you back from? Oh no, I have done bhakti for so long. So let me give an example today. It was a nice example. When you go to work and you ask a question and 2-3 weeks later to a boss, and hey, how do you do this again? I forgot. But what happens is if you've been working for that company for 30 years, 40 years, and now you ask the same question, your ego is going to be tremendously hurt asking someone who is younger than you. You were newbies. We have this happen all the time. You are young people coming into this company and telling us how to do things. Maybe they have some knowledge that you don't have. So maybe it is time to ask a question. So what if you've been in bhakti for 40, 50, 60, 1001 years? Who cares? You're still doing bhakti, that means something is missing. You're still doing bhakti, some component is missing, and that needs to be filled. So your bhakti can complete and you can move forward. Now ask yourself, do you want to be that devotee, that Sethji from yesterday, that who was so inclined and focused on world and business and life and my house, my business, my kids, my this, who did not even get to say Narayan at the time of death, and he said donkey to his child because he was mad because he's standing by his bedside when he was dying rather than learning a business. He said, you're going to die hungry, you're going to go bankrupt if I die. Are you that mindset? Or are you that Ajamil? You know, Ajamil's name is in the scriptures. Ganika, name is in the scriptures. And they did nothing good their whole lives. They just followed their guru's word one time and boom, case closed. We sing Meera's name. Meera had every single worldly possession. She left it to find God. These people did nothing good in their life. They followed Guru's one command and they were in the scriptures which we bow to. We literally are bowing to Ajamil, Ganika. Why are we doing that? Because they follow that one word for Guru that we are not able to follow today. Because our mind doesn't allow us to do good in life. You know why sacrifices were given? It was given for you to let go of the one thing that you're truly possessive about. There's some places that you go out there, people do sacrifices of animals. I'm not going to go in detail of that. But if you're one of those people who think that you need to sacrifice an animal to get your wishes true, so you're killing one children of a God to maintain yourself, shame on you, first of all. If you don't like me after this, sounds like a you problem again. God created every single person equal. No killing is needed. You know what the sacrifice was? Sacrifice of something that you truly adore. Sacrifice something that you are possessive about. Sacrifice something that you carry to your heart so close that you don't want anybody touching it because this is mine. That is a sacrifice. So next time, if someone says, you need to do a sacrifice to make God get happy at you, go ahead and take all your jewelry and donate it to that place. The real one too, not the fake one. Go ahead and take all your bank balance and go ahead and donate it to that place. You love your child? Go ahead. Put that on the pedestal and have somebody cut their head off. That would be the sacrifice, because that is a real sacrifice, because you gave up attachment to that thing. That is sacrifice. Sacrifice is not killing something, brothers and sisters. Sacrificing is letting it go. We find easy ways. We find it okay to hurt things for our gain. And then you ask, why is God upset at you? What is he supposed to give you, a medal? We humans find ways for God to not like us. You know, if your child talks back to you, argues with you, oh, for God's sakes, if your child smacks you one day across your face, would you still be like, oh, come here, baby? Would you do that? Would you do that? But yet you want to go ahead and kill a child of a God and then thinking God is going to embrace you? My God, get it together, people. God loves you for you, and if you want to sacrifice something, sacrifice your ego, sacrifice something that you are truly, 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 truly close to. That would be accepted. We have a heart attack giving money to a spiritual organization. I'm not saying we need your money. We work. We're fine. That's why we tell people, the goal is not to get something from you, from us, from Guru Maharaj Ji. The goal is to give you something in return. I tell everyone this. What benefit am I getting from you? Sitting here today, what is our benefit from you? There's no benefit. So this relationship is pure. Because I'm not gaining anything from you. I'm not here because, if I go to Guyana, some spooky things are going to happen and I'm going to become a milk. No. Whoever danced on that, God is watching you. Nothing's going to come to you. Nothing's going to come to you. We're focused on everybody else but ourselves. Brothers and sisters, reel it back. Ask yourself, where do you stand today? And what sacrifices you need to give to life? When someone who is giving you satsang doesn't have any impure intentions towards you, greed towards you, anger towards you, hatred towards you, that place's puja is successful. Like I said yesterday, if you're doing a havan, or yajna, or any kind of puja, or Bhagavad Katha, or any kind of katha, if someone is giving you knowledge, but their intention towards you is selfish, kam, krodh, lobh, moh, ankar, any other flaws, name it. If it is intentional, if the puja is done, katha is done, because they need to gain something from you, that person gained nothing and you are going to go home empty-handed as well. So next time someone comes to your house to do puja, ask yourself, I rather do my puja myself, or we need to get somebody who has no gain from us. But whatever you give that person is your decision, but it's not that, well, it is this, and this, and that. But if it's a business, yes, transactions are okay to do. But it's not about money, it's about what kind of mindset you are at when you are doing spiritual work. What kind of mindset you are at. If your mindset is thinking all the time, when you do puja, mostly in Guyana, a lot of people do havan, yajnas and stuff like that. If you have anger during your yajna, it's not considered pure anymore. If you have hate towards somebody because you're doing yajna, it is not considered pure anymore. If the one who is doing the yajna has any kind of impure thoughts about you, your children, your husband, your wife, or anybody around you, or has done anything that will take that person away from that pedestal, your puja is considered impure, your puja is not accepted anymore. If you yourself is sitting in puja, and you are not focused in puja, it's not accepted. Sounds bad, right? That's what sadhana is, simplification. Why do we have to come to temples all the time? Because all these small things are being fed into our mind. You know, when you have a big puzzle that you have to put together, no one just snap a finger and the puzzle's put together. Puzzles get put together slowly, brothers and sisters. And God has given us about at least 60 to 80 years to live. Some people live 100, some people live till 20. We don't know when, but we know we have to go. So start putting on those puzzles. Now you know how puja should be done. Next time you do it, be careful. No one's punishing you. No one has a sword on your neck saying, do it right or you die. No one is saying that. But you need to know the difference between right and wrong. And when you come into a guru's place, this place, you would not see none of that stuff. We have fun, we laugh, we smile, we never make ourselves feel like we are God, worship us. Guru never trained us that way. He said, you are a human being. We have this light right on my face, right? Now, this thing is important, but it's waste. We have a fan right here. This thing is important. To me, at this moment, it's very important. But if there's no electricity, you can put 20 fans around me, brothers and sisters. I will be dissatisfied, right? If there's no electricity and it's not working, you can put million fans and lights in front of me. You would not be able to get the right lighting for this face. Guru is the electricity. We are the vessels. We're useless without Guru's energy. We are useless without Guru's power. We are useless, we are nothing if our Guru doesn't give us that power to do what we are able to do. So this shine that's coming off of us today, it is not because we are shining, because the electricity charge is currently active. And once we get off the stage into our world, the charge is there, charge is not there, we're regular human beings. And that's what we need to become. Always remember, anything that you do for God is His blessing, that He's motivating you to do it. Don't take it for granted. Don't feel like you need to be number one. Be number last. Just remember, you don't want to be high on God's list, like you on your list or God's list or any list. Don't be anywhere, because God will find you when you are ready to be found. Like, remember that bhajan? Tum dhoondho mujhe Gopal, main khoi gaiya teri. Kanha, find me, I am your lost cow. But He will find you, but you need to know one thing. Are you lost? Because if you think you got it together, Kanha's like, you're doing good, looks like you're not lost, looks like you found something. But when you get lost, be like, you know what, I need you to find me. It is time for you to find me. And when you find me, we will go ahead and live this life that you have given me together. That is a thinking of a bhakt. Bhakt doesn't think like, oh, I need to live my life and I will take out some time for God. A true devotee says, I'm going to go ahead and get my God attached to me, handcuff Him next to me, and we will go wherever we need to go. And then you will decide which place you want to take God and which place you don't want to take God. That will determine your life. When you know God is watching you, you're very cautious. In a temple, spiritual place, ashram, you're very cautious. You know why? Because it's God's place. The moment you step out, where does your God go? You go to a liquor store, where do your God go? You go to a meat shop, where did your God go? I'm not disrespecting anybody's livelihood right here, but where does your God go? So you're giving some time in your life to eliminate God. And when God is eliminated from your life, someone has to fill in that gap. And you know who that is? Have you heard the word shaitan before? The demon, evil, bad, ill, yucky, nasty. Have you heard that before? Someone has to fill that gap. Is Narayan or is Rakshash? Is Sur or is Asur? Is God or is Pishach, your negative thoughts? Someone has to fill that gap. Moment you eliminate God, bad comes into your life and it decides for you. And bad feels really good actually. Because it's full of lies and we love lies. You look beautiful today, your food tastes good. You know lies, we love lies. You know what to do. You know how to live your life. You're smart individuals. All of you guys are here today are truly blessed to be here today. And I'm glad that I had an opportunity, we had an opportunity to come from wherever we came from, to be here today and present this satsang to you. But I do wish and pray to God that everyone who is here today go home with something special. Rule of this satsang is going to be, if you want to follow it, or you can have Bhoot, Pishach, all these your family friends to go with you, or you can have Narayan. That's your decision. When you go home, talk about satsang. What you heard today with your families. Talk about how you need to fix yourself. One rule. Do not go home and be like, well, Swami said anger is not good. You are an angry person. You're engaging argument. That is for you. Go home and take something good that I learned today should start the sentence. Today I learned that if I do this way, God will be more closer to me. I want to make sure that God stays in my bubble more than Shaitan stays in my bubble. So I need to work on that. Talk about satsang. That is going to influence the energy around you to be better. And whoever walks into your energy will feel good about you. And that is how you're going to make your world heaven. Swarg. And that is where Narayan. Take Narayan home today. Does that make sense? Take Narayan home today. And make sure Narayan can enjoy your home. And if Narayan is not enjoying your home, go home, get your home prepared for Narayan, and then invite him, and Narayan will come for sure. With that note, brothers and sisters, let's hear a bhajan from Swami Rajendananji. And then we'll conclude the satsang with another fast, our last, always the one we always do. So we don't leave anybody empty-handed. And then we will complete this Guru Purnima and wish you all blessings and the best. And may Guru Maharaj bless you guys for coming here today with prosperity, love and happiness and wisdom to see the difference between right and wrong. And I hope to see you guys sooner than next year's Guru Purnima. But mark your calendars. We will see you next year. Boli Shri Sadguru Maharaj ki, Sri Ashutosh Maharaj ki, Sri Ram Chandra Bhagwan ki, Sache Darbar ki.